mind! Your mom wouldn't be able to afford these shoes even if she sold food on the street for a year!
Mom, I'm sorry.
Shut up! You think you could call me that? Clean my shoes now!
Mom was wrong. You seem upset.
Look at your useless wife! We might as well have hired a maid. Look! She got my new shoes dirty!
You worthless piece of shit! You made my mom angry! You bitch! You!
Your uncle got himself a street vendor for a mistress and insisted on marrying her daughter off. What did he say? Marrying her would bring us success? Well, I think your uncle is just blinded by that snake. None of them are good stuff.
No, it's not like that. My mom and your uncle are what you think they are.
Bullshit! Your mom seduced my uncle. Then she sent you to seduce me. I'm telling you, you and your mom are both shameless man-eaters. I'm gonna kill you! Ah! Ah!
Harry! Harry, are you okay?
Ah!
How do you feel? Come on, get up.
I'm fine, Mom. I'm fine.
I'm calling her mom right now. This isn't over.
What? Sarah, don't worry. I'll come right over.
Monsieur, James Smith, Redville's governor, just called. He's hosting a banquet at Willow Hotel at 2 p.m. today and welcome your arrival.
James Smith?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, he was the one who arranged Clara to marry into the Chases.
Yes. Clara Moore's husband, Harry Chase, is his nephew.
What's the situation with Clara?
We found her best friend, Paloma Gray. She should know about Clara.
Bring her to me.
Yes, monsieur. Who are you? Are you related to Clara?
I'm Clara's aunt.
Aunt? But I've never seen you before. Clara never mentioned she had an aunt either. Clara wants me to keep quiet about her situation, especially when it concerns her mom. The Chase hold power here, and Harry's uncle is the governor. They practically rule the city.
Don't be afraid. Tell me everything.
But he's just a mere governor. Even he should kneel when speaking to Monsieur. Really? Then...
Like I said, I'm Clara's aunt. If Clara's been suffering in the hands of the Chases, I will make sure they pay.
Okay, I'll tell you everything. See for yourself. You have to save Clara. She suffered so much. Harry Chase is an asshole. And Sarah Smith is a monster. Ever since she got married, Harry and Sarah have been constantly betraying her. Her injuries are just too many to count. But even so, she's afraid that she'd trouble Miss Moore. So, she's never dared to tell anyone. And she just bared with it.
That bastard!
Harry's company has met with some trouble. So he's been in a bad mood recently. When he was mopping the floor, he accidentally bumped into Clara's shoe, and she hit him a few times. Harry's head hit the table, and there was so much blood.
Clara, is that true?
Listen, when your mom gets here, don't say anything stupid. Otherwise, I'll get someone to smash her stall, break her legs, and leave her crippled for the rest of her life. You hear me?
Now go change your clothes.
Go on. Now!
I didn't mean to.
We know Clara didn't mean it, and we don't blame her. Still, Harry's debt has passed on early. Now Harry's the sole breadwinner here. If something happens to him, the company will be ruined. If that happens, how are we supposed to survive?
Sarah, don't worry. Tell me what trouble Harry's company is in. I'll figure out a way to help him.
Really? There's been some issues with the company's cash flow lately, and they need $5 million as soon as possible. Harry's too embarrassed to ask his uncle for money, so we thought you could ask him for the $5 million in Clara's name.
Okay. I'll ask James for help.
Mom, actually,
Clara's a good girl. She's just a bit hot-tempered. Don't worry. We won't let her suffer in the Chase family.
Clara, Hera and Sarah treat you well. You should listen to them. And have more kids to continue the Chase bloodline. Behave yourself and don't bully Harry, okay? All I ask is that you live happily with the Chases.
I understand.
I shall leave now, Clara.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Take care, Mom. Actually? Huh? Actually what? Come here, come. Look at this. Look at your mom. The only savior just walked away. No one's gonna help you. You almost spilled the beans just now. Eat this, bitch! I'll beat you up!
Mom! Don't leave! Save me!
She can't hear you! Nobody's gonna help you!
Mom!
Come here! Come here! You bitch! You see that? That's my uncle's car! As you said, your mom didn't seduce my uncle. One call, and my uncle came to pick her up himself. 5 million. 5 million, and she didn't even bat an eye!
We underestimated that snake. We should have asked for 10 million.
It's not like that. It's not.
Yeah, it's not like that. Come here! Darling, look at me. Your mom solved the 5 million problem, so you have to up your game as well. Later at 2 p.m. today, my uncle will be hosting a banquet at Willow Hotel to welcome Monsieur. The heirs of the 4 elite families will be there. You know, like Mr. Lane, Mr. White, Mr. Lewis, Mr. Seller. Coincidentally, they're all really interested in you. You just have to cooperate with me and let us make connections with them. Then success will be ours in no time.
Bastard. You're a bastard.
I am a bastard, but what a shame your mom couldn't see that and married you off to me. Listen, I'm going to make you a stepping stone for the Chases. I'm going to make you live in a living hell!
Mrs. Moore, is there anything I can help you with?
Draw 5 million from my account. No. Make it 10 million. Transfer them to Harry. His company is in some trouble now, and he needs funds.
Okay,
Don't mention it's my money. Just say it's a gift. For Clara in your name.
got it.
I heard from Mia about bandits going around and making trouble in the south. If she needs anything, give her all your cooperation as governor of Redville.
As long as Ms. Dale asks, I'll do anything I can. Later at 2 p.m., I'll be hosting a banquet at Willow Hotel to welcome her. The 4 elite families and some top figures will be there too. Since you're Ms. Dale's senior, would you like to come?
No, I just want to live a normal life now. I don't want anyone to know my identity, especially Clara. She's doing well in the Chase family now. Harry's a good husband, and Sarah's a good mother-in-law. Speaking of which, it's all thanks to you for introducing her to Harry, so she can marry him and find her own happiness.
It's my honor to serve you, Mrs. Moore.
Mr. Kane, rest assured, I've done everything as you told me. As soon as I get the money, I'll wire it to you.
Yosh. I'll wait to hear the good news.
Goodbye.
Harry, what did you just feed her?
I went to visit Mr. Kane this morning, and he gave it to me himself. He also told me to make sure she eats it. I don't know exactly what it is.
How on earth did this idiot manage to catch Mr. Kane's attention?
That's not important. What matters is that I've made connections and I'm on the same boat as Mr. Kane. He is thriving in the South now. So all we need to do is to use this idiot properly at the banquet later and get the 4 elite families involved. Then our family will rise in ranks in no time.
Harry, we've been doing business with the bandits behind your uncle's back. If he finds out, he won't let us off easily.
Mr. Kane tried to partner up with Uncle, but Uncle refused. So he turned to me for the partnership. Uncle is the Redville governor and has immense power. If he doesn't want all this wealth, I do.
But
Mom, just trust me. Mr. Kane promised me that as long as I get the 4 elite families on the same boat, he'll join forces with them to overthrow Uncle and support me to take Uncle's place as the governor. By then, everything in Redville will be ours. Well, that's unexpected. Her street vending mom is truly a snake. We only asked for 5 million, but she got uncle to transfer us 10 million instead.
And to think your uncle is my actual brother. I asked him for it, and he refused. Yet just one word from that snake, and he hands over 10 million? This hypocrite serves him right to be taken down by Mr. Kane.
With this 10 million, my plan is almost certain. It's getting late, Mom. Let's get this idiot to Willa Hotel.
Okay, let's go. Monsieur, there's news from the bank. Just 10 minutes ago, someone had transferred 10 million to Harry's account.
Who?
It's transferred under James Smith's name, but our people found out that the money actually came from Layla's account.
What?
And the money only stayed in Harry's account for 3 minutes before it was transferred out to someone. As for who it was, we're still checking on it.
This silly woman. Clara married Harry and is being tortured by him and Sarah to this extent. She doesn't know about any of this and transfers so much money to Harry.
We have to let Layla see through the lie as quickly as we can.
Hurry up.
Cheers! Here, cheers! Cheers! Come on! Yeah, cheers.
If you don't behave, I'll beat you up. Mr. Lane, Mr. White, Mr. Zeller, Mr. Lewis. I have brought her over.
Come, quick!
You're quite the player, huh? Oh, it's just a little fun I have for the laughs. I'll be in your care and the future for our business.
Don't worry. As long as we all get a good time, there won't be any problem.
It's my honor to make you happy.
Look at this delicate thing. Wouldn't it be better with a few more injuries? You guys, don't just stand around. Come on!
On it! Not bad.
Mrs. Moore, if there's nothing else, I'll take my leave.
All right, go ahead.
Ms. Yell, aren't you meant to be at the hotel? Why are you here?
You damn bastard.
What?
Deserved!
Mia, what are you doing?
The slap's given on Clara's behalf. Compared to what Clara has endured in the Chase family, it's still nothing. Even if I slice him up with a sword, this is just one slap.
What do you mean?
Do you really think Clara is happy leaving with the Chases? Do you really think Harry and Sarah are good people? I never once doubted your judgment. But this time, just this one time, I think you're blind. You've ruined Clara. Take a look yourself. Back then, you chose to retire and live a normal life. But have you ever thought about Clara? Clara married into the Chases as an ordinary person. But to Harry and Sarah, ordinary means low. They treat Clara like a slave and abuse her. The injuries and all she suffered are beyond your imagination.
That's impossible. It can't be. A few days ago, Clara called and told me that Harry and Sarah treated her well. They don't let her do anything, and they treat her like a princess. Sarah even said that Clara had injured Harry.
Wake up already, Layla. Clara is a good girl. She doesn't know of your true identity and is afraid of troubling you, so she never told you anything. She rarely came home after getting married, right? That's because she's afraid that you notice her injuries, and it's also because the Chases keep her locked up in the house.
Sarah is your sister. And Harry is your nephew. Tell me. Are these true?
I really had no idea.
Clara married Harry because you introduced them. Now that she's been tortured to this extent, you deserve the blame.
Ms. Yell, I got nothing to say. Please do as you see fit.
Mia, where'd you get all of this?
I found Clara's best friend, Pamela Gray. These are their chat histories. Clara had no one to go to for all the abuse, so she could only tell Pamela in secret. She even mentioned not to tell anyone about it, especially you. According to Pamela, that bastard Harry is a monster. He's been physically abusing Clara, and he even took photos and recorded the whole abuse for the sons of the 4 elite families to watch. He's using this as a way to partner up with them.
That's outrageous! To think that I believed their words just now. I told Clara to listen to Harry and Sarah, and to behave herself. Sarah said that Clara had injured Harry, and that he was in a bad mood because his company was in trouble, so he needed $5 million for it. I foolishly believed it all, and even got James to transfer him $10 million. Mia, you're right. I was blind. I misjudged, and let Clara suffer and endure so much. I failed her as a mother.
Miss Hill, Layla, we've tracked down the money.
Go on.
After Harry transferred Layla's $10 million, it went through 3 more transactions before ending up in an account under the name of Jack Lowe. Also, we found out that Jack is Michael Kane's subordinate.
So you're saying the bandits who are causing trouble in the South are led by Michael Kane? This bastard Harry is taking the money Layla gave him to conspire with Michael and betray our country?
Exactly.
Look at this good nephew of yours.
Ms. Yale, please trust me. I truly had no idea of Harry and Sarah's actions. Yes, I admit that Michael had tried to get me, but I turned him down with force. I never thought he'd look for this bastard Harry behind my back.
Then, what punishment do you think Harry and Sarah should receive?
Death! Please be assured, Ms. Yale and Mrs. Moore. They should be heading to the hotel by now. I'll go and deliver this punishment myself.
No, our priority now is to stop Harry's game. Mia, contact the police in the bank in the South now. Tell them to freeze Jack's bank account and arrest him.
Got it.
James,
Yes.
get people to seize all the assets and businesses of the 4 elite families. Investigate their connections with Michael Kane.
Yes, ma'am.
As for Willow Hotel, I'll take care of it. Clara's my daughter. I will avenge her myself.
Layla, this is the Queen's emblem. Master had left it behind before he died. He asked me to convince you, out of retirement, to take over Seradel Palace as Queen and wipe out the bandits to protect our home. Take this with you, and no one will stand in your way.
Fine.
I haven't had this much fun in ages.
Ever since James Smith took over as governor, he's been getting rid of crimes and shit. Just cranking up our stress. We had to shut down a lot of our potentially illegal businesses.
Same here. Can't even have a bit of fun without sneaking around. It's ridiculous.
Gentlemen, where there's a will, there's a way. Time is now. Please take a look.
What's this?
A chance to make big money.
Bandits from the South? Is this the chance you're talking about?
Exactly. Mr. Kane is making it big in the South right now. And his business is expanding. Even Miss Yale can't touch him. So she came to Redfield to ask for support. As long as we can partner up with Mr. Kane, we can internally join forces with the South, and the future will be limitless.
James Smith is your uncle, and you dare conspire with the Dandits under his nose? Didn't realize you had the balls.
Fortune only favors the bold. Gentlemen, as long as you sign this contract, I guarantee that the future of Redfield will be in our hands.
Guarantee? How will you back it up?
Mr. Lane had mentioned it. James Smith, the governor of Redfield, is my uncle. Think about it, gentlemen. Ever since he took over, he never once cared about the interests of your families, causing you huge losses. On the bright side, you could say that it's selfless, but frankly, you could also say that's heartless. Since he's not showing any mercy, then don't blame me for being ruthless, as his nephew plotting against him is a piece of cake. With Mr. Kane's cooperation and your family support, I think it's time for someone else to take the place of the governor now.
So you're thinking of taking down your uncle yourself?
Interesting.
Conspiring with bandits and plotting against the governor isn't just any deal. You're betraying your country for personal gain. If this gets out, the consequences are unimaginable.
As long as there's money to be made and as long as there's power to be gained, what's the problem of betraying a delivery?
How certain are you to succeed?
Extremely certain!
Sure, we can consider working with you. Before that, we'd like to have a chat with Mr. Kane.
That's right. Call him right now. What's the matter? Afraid to call? You better not be fooling us.
Okay. I'll call him. Hello? Mr. Kane, it's like this. The gentlemen of the 4 elite families are interested in our plan. They want to have a chat with you personally.
Yosh, let them take the call.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Lane, long time no see.
Long time no see.
Why is she here?
Do you know her?
I do. She's just a poor street vending peasant. A moment, please, Mrs. Lane. I'll have her kicked out before she dirties the floor of this place. Hold it. How did you get in here?
If you can come, why can't I?
Right. Because of your relationship with my brother. It's only natural that he'd give you an invitation card for you to come and experience our world. Speaking of which, I should thank you for the 10 million you made my brother transfer Harry.
You lied to me. That 10 million wasn't for you. I'll take it back.
What do you mean?
You know very well what you did to Clara, along with that 10 million.
You knew?
If you don't want anyone to know, then don't do it in the first place.
I get it now. You're not here for the banquet. You're here for me. Because you're upset. You're just a poor street vending peasant. Don't think you'll rise on the social ladder just because of my brother. Look, see that woman? She's the head of Capital City's Stone Court. She's my actual sister-in-law and the governor's legal wife. If she finds out you've seduced my brother behind her back, and even made him transfer 10 million to Harry's account, let's see. Will she tear you apart or break your legs? See that? The governor's wife greeted me herself and toasted to me. With just one word from me, you won't leave this place in one piece.
Oh, really? You're mistaken. James and I aren't what you think we are.
Huh, scared now? Can't even own up to your own actions.
James isn't worthy enough.
That's rich coming from you. My brother, governor of Redville, practically rules the entire city. Even the heads of the 4 elite families have to bow down to him. How dare you say he's not worthy? Have you even looked at yourself in the mirror lately? This is Willow Hotel, the best hotel in all of Redville. If it weren't for my brother's invitation card, do you think you'd have the right to even stand here and talk to me? Even if you sold things on the streets for a month, you couldn't afford this one glass of wine.
Your wine? I find it disgusting.
Miss Yale is coming to Redville, and the governor's hosting today's banquet. Everyone here is a top figure in the nation. With just a snap of their fingers, they could crush you. Get the hell out of here now if you have any common sense left. Don't ruin Miss Yale's welcoming banquet. Or else.
You talk too much. I'm not leaving. What are you going to do about that? I'd like to see who can snap their fingers and crush me.
How dare you!
How dare you abuse my daughter?
That's enough. This is Willow Hotel. Seize your actions now.
Spit it! Where's Clara?
You're getting too bold. How dare you hit me!
Compared to what you've done to Clara, you're having it easy.
You run a street stall. Your daughter is of low value. She's not worthy of our Harry. You can forget about saving her.
How dare you!
Help me! Jenny! Jenny, save me!
Hand Clara over, and I'll spare your wretched life. Otherwise, no one can save you today.
You're all talk. You're acting up in front of the 4 elite families of Redville. You're just looking for trouble. You dirtied my wife's clothes. Not only will you die, but it will be a torturous death.
Who are you?
I'm the head of the Lane family. One of the 4 elite families of Redville.
That's enough! Your name means nothing to me. The Lanes are too insignificant for me to take notice.
Interesting. If the Lanes aren't worthy, then what about the Whites?
Also unworthy.
How about the Kane family?
You're all the same.
You...
Fine. You're just a toad in the well who doesn't know anything of the world. The 4 elite families represent the highest authority in Redville. Even Redville's governor, Mr. Smith, has to be polite to us. You're just a woman with tattered clothes. How dare you be so arrogant? Has poverty made you mad?
The top authority in your eyes is nothing to me. Even if James, the governor of Redville, came, he is only fit to kneel and speak to me.
How dare you? This woman is recklessly bold and rude. How dare you disrespect the governor? Mr. Smith isn't here. Please give the command, Mrs. Smith. Bring this woman to justice and make an example of her.
Please give the command, Mrs. Smith.
Please give the command, Mrs. Smith.
A beggar who runs a street stall has publicly challenged Redville's 4 elite families. As if that wasn't enough, but she even disrespected Mr. Smith right in front of Mrs. Smith, saying that Mr. Smith would have to kneel to speak to her. I think she's gone insane from poverty. Or perhaps she's just tired of living.
A crazy woman like her should be beaten to death, or we would never be mollified. Sarah, what have you done to Clara?
Jenny, you don't understand. It's her. She went behind your back and seduced my brother. She bewitched my brother and tricked him out of a lot of money. Then she made him tell Harry to marry her daughter. I couldn't stand it, so I taught Clara a lesson for your sake. I never thought that she'd be so reckless and actually make a fuss at this farewell party.
That happened? No wonder she's so bold. And fearless. She has the support of Mr. Smith. This is going to be good. Look at Mrs. Smith's hair. She's green. With the envy.
Keep talking nonsense without any proof. I'll tear that mouth off of you!
She took your man, Jenny. What are you waiting for? Kill her! Kill her now!
I don't believe you. Didn't you say she seduced your brother behind my back? Why don't we wait for your brother and settle it face to face?
Jenny, don't go! Don't go, Jenny!
This woman is immoral and arrogant. It's not convenient for Mrs. Smith to deal with her. So we should do it. Security! Can't you do your jobs properly? The Phoenix is renowned in the city. Mr. Smith is holding a banquet here, but you let riffraff like this sneak their way in here and make a mess. They even injured someone.
Well,
why are you standing there? Grab this crazy woman.
Everyone at the party today is part of the world's elites and must have an invitation to enter the Phoenix. When she came in, did you check her invitation?
she didn't have one.
No invitation? Why did you let her into attack?
She used the token to enter.
A token? What token?
Open your eyes and look closely. What is this?
Is it?
It can't be!
This? How could this be?
That's...
I wonder what it was. It's just a dumb black token. Stop acting mysterious.
Let me see. It's a fake!
I've seen the secret token of Seradel Palace. There's Seradel embossed on it. Miss Yell is the left emissary of Seradel Palace. Miss Yell's secret token has the word left on it. Seradel Palace is rumored to have the right emissary, with the word right engraved on it. I've never heard of a secret token with the word royal engraved on it. It must be fake.
The carvings of this token are convincing. We were almost deceived.
You crazy woman. You're so bold. How could you forge the secret token of the Seradel Palace? Do you know the Seradel Palace is part of the country's security? As soon as the token appears, it can gather the nation's 100,000 tribes and even dispatch the 100,000 troops at the border. Those who forge the secret token will find it hard to escape death.
I knew it. She entered the Phoenix with this dumb token. I never imagined you would dare to forge a secret token of Seradel Palace.
You've never seen it, because you aren't worthy.
Shut up. How can you still not admit it? You came with the dumb token to deceive us. The leaders of Red Vows for elite families. We're all here, and the elite of the world are witnesses. How long will you keep this up?
No wonder you were so arrogant just now. You have Mr. Smith's support, and you forged the token of Seradel Palace. If the secret token is real, won't you have the right to sit on the general's chair? You'd be equal to Ms. Yale.
In my opinion, she must have used this fake token to deceive Mr. Smith.
You rats. You're nothing but narrow-minded toads. You're wrong. We're not equal. The general's chair? With me here, Mia's own fit to stand. Huh?
How dare you? Mr. Smith is having a banquet, and Miss Yale is attending. Redville is 8,653 miles away, and this throne is the place of greatest authority. Amongst the 97.8 million people in Redville, only someone as powerful as Miss Yale would have the right to sit on it. You're lording it over us with a fake token, and you disrespected Miss Yale. When Miss Yale arrives, you'll die for sure.
As far as I know, Miss Yell is very strict with her troops. Anyone who disrespects a superior will be hit 40 times. If she knew that someone was in her seat, I'm afraid everyone present will be affected. We don't care if you want to die, but don't incriminate us. Miss Yell and Mr. Smith are about to arrive. Get off at once!
Get off!
Get out! Get out there!
Get off!
I won't. What are you going to do?
Hello, James. Do you know about Mrs. Moore?
Yes. How are things at the Phoenix right now?
Everyone's here. Mrs. Moore is looking for Clara, but your sister refuses to hand her over. She even slandered Mrs. Moore, saying she seduced you behind my back and took your money. The crowd is angry at her now, and she's being attacked by the people of Redville's 4 elite families. I wanted to stand up for her, but Mrs. Moore gestures me not to interfere.
Assholes! Blind idiots! Mrs. Moore didn't let you interfere because we haven't found Clara yet. She's worried that Harry will do anything when he's desperate. And her Clara.
What should we do now?
As far as I know, Harry has probably taken Clara to the Phoenix. Send people to search for her. We must guarantee Miss Clara's safety. Miss Yale and I will arrive soon.
Okay, right. You're the head of security at the Phoenix.
Yes. What are your commands, Mrs. Smith?
Has Harry arrived?
Harry? Yes. She came through the back door. He had a woman with him when he came. I think her name was Clara.
Where are they now?
Probably in a premium room on the 2nd floor together with some of the heirs from the 4 families.
Go over there with some men at once and capture all of those assholes. You must guarantee Clara's safety.
Noted.
Young man, you got Mr. Kane's attention. Your future is full of potential.
Thank you for the compliment, Mr. Lane. This is all thanks to all of you.
If you can really replace your uncle, then all of us will all have to respect you.
No. I guarantee that if this business succeeds, the future business of Redfield's 4 elite families will be perfectly smooth.
All right. Okay, it's almost time. Let's go and see the fabled left emissary of Seradel Palace, Miss Yale, the South War God. I heard Mr. Kane on the phone saying that Miss Yale came to ask for help. Let's go and see what she has up her sleeve.
Okay, gentlemen, I'll get her back first. Get up, go home. I told you to get up!
What are you doing?
What's going on? What is this? Let go of me! Who are you? Do you know who I am?
Gentlemen, I'm sorry. As a command from Mrs. Smith, we're just following orders.
Mrs. Smith? Why is she capturing me?
You'll have to ask her. Don't you worry, gentlemen. If you don't resist, I won't hurt you.
Don't move! Otherwise I'll kill her.
Mr. Chase, calm down. Let Miss Moore go, and let's talk.
I told you not to come over!
Okay, we won't. Calm down.
I told you to move back! Move back! Go! Just you wait!
You're really going to extremes just to save that useless daughter of yours? You're going against all the elites of Redville, and you even sat on Miss Yale's seat. You have balls. I kind of admire you now.
Hand Clara over. This is your last chance.
It's 2 p.m. My brother and Miss Yale are about to arrive. What's wrong? Are you nervous? If you dare to just keep sitting there, don't get up. I'd like to see what happens to you.
I'll wait and see too.
The Queen's emblem cannot be dismissed.
The Queen? You? Wake up. Stop daydreaming. Can't be dismissed, huh? I will. So what? Come and bite me. Aren't you a good fighter?
Mr. Smith has arrived! Miss Yale has arrived!
Miss Yale is finally here. Your time to die has come.
You mad woman. Get ready to face the wrath of Mr. Smith and Miss Yale.
What are you doing?
Miss Yale, the Phoenix's security is useless. They've let in a madwoman. She sneaked into the Phoenix and defiled the General's chair. Please forgive us.
A mad woman?
Yes, it says madwoman. She ran around biting people like a crazy bitch. Not only did she injure Mrs. Smith's sister, she was also rude and arrogant. She even sat on the General's chair. She also said that Mr. Smith would have to kneel to speak to her and that Miss Yale was only fit to stand with speaking to her.
Mr. Lane is right. I can testify for him.
I can be a witness too.
Me too.
Me too!
What's all this? Give the command, Miss Yale. Punish this crazy woman severely and make an example of her.
Is that so, Mr. Smith? What do you think?
Please wait, Miss Yale. I'll take care of it. Please wait, Miss Yale. I'll take care of it. You want a severe punishment, don't you?
Yes.
Are you satisfied now?
Wait.
You want to be a witness, don't you?
Mr. Smith,
And you!
Mr. Smith, please be fair. We had no time to stop that crazy woman. She defiled Miss Yale's general's chair. This is our responsibility. But there was a reason for this.
Besides,
This crazy woman is so bold that she actually forged the Seradel Palace's secret token. The security of the Phoenix couldn't tell, so they let her go. So she had the opportunity to sit on the general chair.
you can't even speak clearly. You don't even know the crime you've committed. What are you stepping on?
Mr. Smith, that crazy woman pretended to be from Seradel Palace with that stupid token. She even said that was some queen. She should die for her crimes.
You're the one who should die.
James, I know that she's the mistress you've been seeing, but at this time, you mustn't be stupid and show mercy. She strangled me and kicked me in the stomach. I even vomited blood because of her. You're protecting her so much in front of Miss Yale, but you're only going to harm yourself.
Sarah, you're getting yourself into trouble.
What do you mean?
So you are Sarah?
Miss Yale, I am.
Tell me, where is Clara?
Miss Yale, you... how did you know about Clara?
I'll give you two choices. Answer my questions honestly, or say your last words.
But, she's in the premium room on the second floor.
Go, and bring Clara down.
Miss Yale, it's really as ruthless as they say. As the leader of the four elite families, they can do anything they want in Redwell. But she's just a bitch in front of Miss Yale, fawning over her and accept anything. That crazy woman is doomed. You are right. Miss Yale's personality, I don't think she'll be able to leave the Phoenix today.
Mia, how is it the mission I gave you going?
Layla, Jack has been captured, and we got your 10 million back.
Okay, stand back.
Layla?
What's going on?
It can't be.
Mr. Smith, who is she?
Mrs. Moore, at your command, I've already sealed the assets and properties at Redville's 4 elite families, and we found large amounts of criminal evidence. However, we still haven't found evidence of the dealings with Mr. Kane. Please deal with them.
I already said that. The 4 elite families of Redville are insignificant to me. I also said that even if Redville's governor, James, were to come, he could only kneel to speak to me. I said just now that Mia could only stand. But you thought I was insane. No one believed me. Now, do you believe me?
How could this be?
When I retired and settled down in Redville, I just wanted to live an ordinary life. I just wanted my daughter to have children after marrying into the Chase family and be safe. But you, the so-called elite families of the upper class, act superior and belittle ordinary people. You bullied and abused my daughter Clara. She was tortured by Harry and Sarah, and they treated her like a slave. There were even those who took advantage of the bandits' power in the South. Harry collaborated with Michael, who's a thief. He has a traitorous heart and sold his country. Do you think that I'm crazy? Or is she?
Those who betray their country should die.
Miss Yale! Have mercy, Miss Yale! Harry was just confused. He was blinded by Prophet. Michael forced him. That's right. He was forced. He shouldn't die. He's blameless. I'm begging you. I only have one son. I'm begging you. Let him go. Spare his life, please.
I already gave you a chance. You didn't treasure it. Now it's too late for you to regret it.
If you let him go, I swear that I will treat her like my own daughter. Oh no, like my own mother. I'll treat Clara like my mom. Please, please, please.
This is karma. If I was just an ordinary person, would you repent like this right now? Would you let Clara and I go? You wouldn't. You would only get worse. You would have no fear. So, you and Harry must pay for your mistakes.
Slut. I'm going to fight you. I'll fight you. Ah!
You obstinate thing. You deserve this. This is the Queen's emblem of Seradel Palace. It has the highest authority and no one can disobey. Didn't you all want to know Layla's true identity? She was the right emissary of Seradel Palace, and she had retired 3 years ago. Now, according to our master's command, she's taken over the position of Queen of Seradel Palace. She manages Seradel Palace, the 100,000 tribes nationwide, and the 100,000 troops on the border to protect the nation. She will defeat the bandits. Layla. Hurry up and kneel!
James, Governor of Redville, come to see Queen Layla.
Greetings, Queen Layla! Greetings, Queen Layla! Greetings, Queen Layla!
I was blind and offended you. Please have mercy.
Please have mercy!
Your crimes will be judged by the law. James,
Yes,
you deal with it.
yes.
Mia, why isn't Clara here yet?
Don't worry, Layla. I'll check in person.
Don't move! Stay! Move back! Move back!
Clara!
Let Clara go. Surrendering is her only hope of living.
I don't care. Since you've already found out about my plan with Michael, leaving Redville is my only hope. Now, let me go, or I'll kill her so that she dies with me.
Stop!
You're Miss Yale, aren't you?
Let Clara go. I can spare your life.
What rubbish general are you? Michael has you fooled completely. Don't you see that she's in my hands right now? If I move a finger, she'll die right away. You have no right to command me.
You asshole! Let go of Clara! Stop making more mistakes!
You're the one who is in the wrong! If you hadn't refused to surrender to Mr. Kane, if you hadn't been so merciless, the Chase family would have succeeded long ago. I wouldn't need to work so hard to win Michael over. I even had to suck up to the heirs of the 4 elite families.
So you betrayed your country for that?
I lost money in business. You didn't help me. It was Michael who supported me in secret, so I could keep the company. As long as I can earn money and make the Chase family successful, I would sell anything, including you.
You asshole!
You're right. I am an asshole. But you're no better. You think I didn't hear you? You used to be the right emissary. And now you're the queen of Seradel Palace. You had money and authority, but you pretended to be a street stall owner in front of me. You married your daughter off to me and made me think of her as a burden. I'm telling you, she deserved to suffer with the Chase family. You're to blame for being so high and mighty. What a pity. You just realized that I'm an asshole. Don't move, don't try anything. If you move again, I'll kill you. Do you believe?
Don't kill Clara! What do you want? Name them!
What? Are you scared? Aren't you the queen of Seradel Palace? Didn't you want to sentence me? Aren't you going to make me pay? If you want to save your daughter, fine. You'll have to let go of your dignity and kneel to everyone in front of me. Grovel to me and show me your respect. If I'm in a good mood, I'll let her go.
How dare you?
They're just looking for death!
I worked with bandits and sold my country for glory. I was going to die anyway. Since I have to die, why don't I have some fun before I do? I'll make you, Queen Layla, kneel and grovel in front of me to show me respect. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Asshole!
Yes, I am an asshole. That's who I am. How good are you? So my righteous uncle, Miss Yale, and Queen Layla can all kneel and grovel to me to show me respect. Your Majesty, please start your performance. You don't have much time. I'll count to 3. Do you want your dignity or your daughter? You decide. Don't move, don't move. I told you to. Watch closely, everyone. The show is about to start. 1, 2, 3.
Grovel!
Layla.
Clara!
Be careful!
Be careful!
Clara! 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 It's my fault. It's all my fault. I made you suffer.
My mother is a hero.
Clara! Clara! Mia, contact Dr. Hunt at once.
Okay.
Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt will be of any help. She's doomed. You married her off to me. She was destined to die.
Shut up! You asshole! You deserve to die!
He can't die yet. Investigate his dealings with Michael. And bring him to justice.
Yes.
Your Majesty, Harry and the Rebel 4 were conspiring upstairs and called Michael. They tried to murder Mr. Smith to control Redfield. This is their signed agreement.
Your Majesty, please have a look. My son did all of this on his own. I had no idea.
Your Majesty, please
judge fairly.
Judge fairly.
Investigate. Get to the bottom of this. Anyone who sells their country for glory must die. The assets of Redville's 4 elite families must all be confiscated. Dr. Hunt, how's Clara?
It doesn't look good.
Didn't she only fall? Harry is still alive. Why doesn't it look good for Clara?
Miss Yale, You don't understand. It wasn't a fatal fall, but over the past year, Miss Clara has been tortured by the chasers. She was weak to begin with, and the fall only made things worse. Besides, Miss Clara is now in a coma because she was strongly poisoned. Before this.
What?
What poison?
From Miss Clara's pulse. It seems to be a secret formula of the Wajin tribe. Gomfrina. Once it is taken, if the antidote is not found within 3 days, the victim's organs will implode, her body will rot, and she'll die.
Can you find the antidote? Dr. Hunt?
As far as I know, Gomfrina is made of 12 kinds of poisonous insects and 16 kinds of poisonous herbs. Unless I know a specific formula, my medical skills can only guarantee that the poison in Miss Clara's body will be dormant for 3 days. If we can't find the antidote, not even a god will be able to save Miss Clara's life.
Layla. Clara was at the Chase residence this whole time. The only ones who could harm her are Sarah and Harry. Since Harry is in cahoots with Michael, it must be part of Michael's plan. Don't worry, Layla. I'll rush back to the south. Dig up the land. I'll find Michael within 3 days and get the antidote.
Hello?
Miss Moore, hello. Alright. I should call you Queen Layla now.
You are...
Queen Layla. You may have heard my name. They call me Michael.
Michael? It's you!
Yes. I heard that you were making a fuss at the Phoenix. I congratulate you on your new position as Queen of Seradel Palace and ask you to collaborate. Let's make money together. Huh?
As if. You better hand over the antidote for Gomfrina, or else I'll skin you alive and drive you out.
Oh, I see that Miss Yell's there too. What a temper! Miss Clara's condition must not be looking good right now. How about we make a trade?
You're dreaming.
Don't be hasty, Miss Yale. Let me finish. You sent people to capture Jack, and you made me lose 10 million for nothing. If you want the antidote for Gomfrina, let Jack go and pay me 100 million. Also, let Queen Layla issue a command as the Queen of Seradel Palace to stop the attack on the mountain army. You should allow us to be active in the south.
You!
Michael, listen to me. I will never trade with you for my daughter. And I will never sell my country out by allowing your bandits to make trouble in the south. If anything happens to Clara, I swear that I will go to the ends of the earth to catch you and wring your neck myself.
Damn. How could he call your phone and challenge you directly? He's too arrogant.
Things seem to be worse than we thought. You just got to Redville, and Michael told Harry to give Clara the Gomfrina. He must have known why you've come to Redville. It was to get me out of retirement. So he set a trap and used Clara to threaten me.
Layla, you mean that Michael planted a spy near me?
If there isn't, Michael wouldn't have known about your schedule. He wouldn't have known about my identity. And he wouldn't have known about Jack getting arrested so quickly.
It's no wonder I couldn't catch him for years. Turns out it was a spy planted around me and sending him information. Right. I will send people to look into it.
Do it quickly. You need to find the location of his lair. We can only save Clara by catching him.
Layla, you might not know that Michael is one of the top agents of Wajin tribe and is very cunning. According to our intelligence, he caused chaos in the south by training many spies. He planted them in various industries to collect information for him, while he acts as the mastermind and directs them from the shadows. He remains hidden, up until now. We have no idea what he looks like. It will be difficult to catch him within 3 days.
How's Jack's interrogation?
Jack and Harry have been bought off by Michael to launder money for the Ravine Group. Sadly, he is not in touch with Michael. Fortunately, he revealed his direct supervisor, Kelvin Lin. He is the scion of Lin family in Sage City.
Sage City?
I've sent my men to Sage City. They are ready to capture Calvin.
I will go to Sage City in person. Dr. Hunt, please take care of Clara while I look for the antidote.
Don't worry, Mrs. Moore. I will do my best.
Queen Layla, I'm Jesse Cade, Miss Yale's Vice General.
Have you found out where Calvin is?
Yes, I have. He is at a casino at the city center.
Let's go. Let's go to the casino.
Queen Layla, we have arrived. Calvin is in room 306.
Stay here and keep watch. I will go up alone.
Mr. Kane, Layla has arrived. Are we really going to discard Calvin?
Oh, shh. Calvin is only a small fry. Since Jack betrayed him, your identity might be exposed if we were to allow him to get away.
What shall we do next?
Don't worry. Calvin will have no escape. At that point, he will reveal the location of the abandoned warehouse in the west suburbs. Have set up traps there in advance to capture Layla Moore alive.
You're so wise, Mr. Kane.
Straight flush. Calvin, I've won. Such bad luck. You strip.
Calvin,
Just accept the loss. What's wrong? Hurry up and strip!
I can't take anything else.
What? Are you a sore loser?
Mr. Lin, she's new. It's her first day on a job. She's still a college student and doesn't know the rules.
She just started. Alright. I'll personally teach you the rules of the casino. I'm having bad luck today, so you'd better strip naked. Take it off!
Calvin!
Since you've come to work at a casino, stop trying to act innocent. Mr. Lin is the heir of the Lin family in Sage City. The casino will belong to him in the future. It's an honor for you to have him as your personal tutor.
Take off your clothes, and I'll give you 100,000. 200,000. 500,000.
Calvin, since you won't do it, I'll do it instead. I can strip naked as long as you say the word.
Get lost. Who do you think you are? Not interested in you.
Interesting. You're new, right? I'll add another 500,000. I want you to accompany me tonight.
Who do you scoundrels think you are? Forcing women into prostitution?
Who are you anyway? Don't you know where this is?
Who is this crazy woman? Get lost immediately. Don't you dare stop Mr. Ford and Mr. Lee from having fun. Leave now! Ugh.
It's fine if you don't know me. Do you know who Jack is?
Who the hell are you?
Do you know who Michael is?
Believe! Get her! I don't care who she is. She can't walk out alive.
Mr. Lin, please wait. I'll get the others.
I'm only here for Calvin. The rest should stay out of this and get lost.
Thank you.
Go back to school and study hard. Don't come to these places anymore.
All right.
Don't come closer.
You force women into prostitution with the money you earned by betraying your country. You deserve nothing more than death.
Let me tell you, I'm the heir of the Lin family in Sage City. My family runs this casino, and everyone working here is a staff of mine.
Nobody can save you today. Tell me where Michael is, and I can give you a swift death.
Who is Michael? I don't know him.
It seems you have a bad memory. I will help you recall. Michael Kane is a bandit who infiltrated the South. Jack is your subordinate. He has been captured and revealed your name. You have no way to escape. It's your last chance to cooperate with us in catching Michael.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know? Then you can go to hell now!
Stop! Let go of my son!
Mr. Linsonier, it's her.
Who the hell sent you? You have some nerve. If you dare lay a finger on my son, I'll make sure that you won't leave this casino alive!
Really? Let me lay a finger on him then. What can you do to me? Probably one finger isn't enough. I'll give you another finger for free!
Everyone get her! Deal with this crazy woman right here, right now!
What a ragtag group of losers.
Mr. Lin, please wait! I'll call for backup! Mr. Listener, the governor's Mr. Scott is here!
Get lost, you bunch of idiots! Coincidentally, Mr. Scott came at the right time. Your death is certain. Welcome, Mr. Scott. Mr. Scott, this is the mad woman who made a mess of my casino and beat up my men. She even broke my son's fingers. Mr. Scott, you must settle this for me. Bring this crazy woman to justice and execute her on the spot.
Shut up! May I ask if you are Mrs. Moore?
I am.
Dante Scott, governor of Sage City. Greetings, Queen Layla.
Greetings, Queen Layla. Greetings, Queen Layla. Queen?
What queen?
Mrs. Moore is Miss Yale Sr. and the new queen of Seradel Palace. She controls thousands of troops scattered throughout the nation. She can even deploy millions of troops from the border. Why are you idiots not on your knees already?
Seradel Palace? It's all my fault for not recognizing you. Please forgive me for offending you, Your Majesty.
Please have mercy.
Mr. Scott, how did you know I was here?
Ms. Yale instructed me to investigate the accounts of the Lin family in secret. 10 minutes ago, Ms. Cade gave me a call, saying that Your Majesty had arrived in Sage City in person. I was afraid that these idiots wouldn't cooperate with your questioning, as they don't know your identity. For that reason, I personally come to help Your Majesty and give you a hand.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Scott. First, you bully the weak. Now you fear the strong. Only villains like you could be so cowardly. Didn't you say earlier to execute me on the spot?
Your Majesty, I only said that because I was anxious to save my son.
His sin is worthy of death. No one can save him.
What do you mean?
Tell him.
Just see for yourself. Your son, Calvin Lind, has colluded with the bandits in the South. Moreover, he had joined the Ravine group led by Michael Kane. He betrayed the country by selling information and laundering money for personal gain. There's solid evidence.
How could this be?
Seeing as you weren't involved and had no idea about this, I will give you a chance to make amends. Get your son to tell the truth and answer the Queen's questions honestly. Otherwise, the Lin family will be completely wiped out and disappear from Sage City.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. You useless son. How dare you collude with the bandits and endanger the whole family? You really deserve death. Kneel down and answer Queen Layla's questions. You dare lie. I will skin you alive!
Alright. I joined Ravine Group 6 months ago. My job is to collect secret information from prominent families in Sage City. If I launder money for them, I can get 15% of the money as commission.
Useless brat! Useless brat!
Mr. Kane also said, if I could bring in 10 people from Sage City's high society, he would depose Mr. Scott and let me take his position in governing Sage City.
How could you believe the words of a bandit? What an idiot! I can't believe I brought up such a useless son!
What about Harry? Speak! Where's Michael hiding?
I don't know. I really don't know. We only talked through the phone, and I've never seen him even.
Who invited you to join the group?
I was gambling at the casino and lost $30 million. A Wazinian man approached me and said if I worked for him, he would pay off my debt of $30 million.
Who is this man?
His name is Leo Dawson.
In that case, you've met Leo?
I have. He's also a member of the Ravine Group. I deal with him most of the time.
How do you contact him?
We will verify our accounts every week. The location is at an abandoned warehouse at the west suburbs. What's more, the warehouse belongs to the Lin family as well.
You troublemaker!
When's the next time the two of you will be verifying accounts?
Tomorrow morning at 10.
I'm done questioning. Take him away and punish him according to the law. If Leo contacts him before 10 a.m. tomorrow, do not give anything away.
Yes, ma'am. Don't worry.
Furthermore, do not reveal what happened tonight. Otherwise...
I understand.
Take him away.
Dad,
Mr. Scott, you see, I'm already over 50 years old, and I only have one useless son. Can you spare his life so that he can carry on the Lin's family line?
Did you not understand what Queen Layla had said earlier? A punish according to law.
But I'm willing to give up half my family's assets in exchange for his life.
My advice is that you should just give up. The act of betraying one's country is an unforgivable crime. Regarding this, there is no room for any negotiation.
Mr. Scott,
You are still strong at 50 years old. I would advise you to try for another son.
But... Dad!
What a brazen fool. You, contact Leo immediately. Tell him about Calvin's arrest so that he can be prepared in advance.
Yes, sir. Mr. Lin Sr., Leo asked me to tell you that they have everything under control. You don't need to worry. If Queen Layla dares to turn up at the abandoned warehouse, she will make it back alive. Moreover, he'll think of a way to save Mr. Lin.
That's a relief. That's a relief.
Luckily, you had the foresight of preparing in advance. You used Mr. Lin as a facade and hid behind the scenes. The company's account were flawless as well. Otherwise, you will bode ill for us tonight.
We can't help it. Calvin will have to tough it out. The new queen of Seradel Palace. It's no match for Michael. She's overestimated herself. She has no idea. The previous queen of Seradel Palace died at the hands of Michael.
Your Majesty, how is the situation?
Everything went well. Calvin has been arrested. According to him, Leo will be at the abandoned warehouse in West Suburbs at 10 a.m. next morning.
What are your plans?
At that time, you shall accompany me there.
Just the two of us? Won't this be too dangerous? What if it's a trap?
There's no question. It's definitely a trap.
What do you mean?
Although Frank kept it hidden, he and his son are definitely in cahoots with Michael. At this moment, he must be in contact with Leo or Michael right now.
Frank is with them?
Yes.
That old fox is too cunning. Even Mr. Scott failed to get hold of him. Luckily, Your Majesty has sharp eyes and saw through him.
The pervasiveness of bandits exceeded our imagination. At times like these, we need to keep our eyes open. The spy could very well be hiding beside us.
Queen Layla, you have seen through his disguise and knew that the abandoned warehouse is a trap. Why didn't you arrest him earlier as well? Why risk your life and allow him to reveal our tracks?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Our goal is to catch Michael, not a subordinate like Leo. Acting rashly will only alert the enemy.
I understand. Your Majesty, you plan to use this trap as a bait to expose Michael, who has been controlling everything behind the scenes.
A good hunter often appears in the form of prey. We must let Michael feel practically certain that victory is in his hands. Only then would the old fox let down his guard and give himself away.
How wise, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, please put up in this place for the night. Early next morning, I will pick you up and go to the abandoned warehouse in the west suburbs.
Fine.
Mr. Kane, everything went well. She took the bait. She saw through Frank's identity, but planned to play along in order for you to show up.
Yosh. Wakarimashita. Well done. You're a very good worker. Mr. Dawson, Layla Moore, the new queen of Seradel Palace, has arrived in Sage City and arrested Calvin. She knows about the abandoned warehouse in west suburbs. How are your preparations on the other hand?
Mr. Kane, don't worry. The ninja squad is fully prepared to fight. If she dares to show up, she won't be able to escape from our hands.
Yosh, Mr. Dawson, here's a toast to you.
Yeah.
Layla is quite a sharp woman. She saw through Frank's identity, but she didn't reveal it. She plans to use this opportunity to force me to show up.
Playing such petty tricks in front of Mr. Kane is of no use.
For safety's sake, bring the ninja squad and lie in wait at the abandoned warehouse tomorrow. As for me, I will wait here for your news. If everything goes well, bring her here to save me.
You're not killing Layla?
If I kill her, the Seradel Palace will have a new queen. This time, I shall catch her alive. If we manage to win Layla over, it means we get to control the entire Seradel Palace.
Mr. Kane, you mean?
There's an old saying that goes, control the head, and the body will follow. If Layla and Jesse both become our ally, we won't have to fear the Seradel Palace.
Wouldn't this be too dangerous?
Mr. Dawson, it seems you still don't understand my true power. Layla is only a woman, but I am a man. As long as you bring her to me alive, I have full certainty in making her my slave. I will make her obey my every word.
Very well, I understand.
Mr. Dawson, it's getting late. Help yourself. I'm going back to my room to show off my prowess.
Yes.
Your Majesty, here's some water. Later, we may engage a battle.
Thank you.
All right. They have arrived. Prepare to attack.
Come on, let's go.
As expected of the new queen of Seradel Palace. You've got the guts.
You are Leo Dawson?
I am.
You knew I would be coming?
Of course.
In that case, you already knew that Calvin has been arrested? Who told you that?
Me?
You? Frank Lind?
That's right. Yours truly. Seeing the surprise in your face, are you taken back?
Are you in cahoots with them?
It's an honor for me to work together with Leo.
Bastard! You ungrateful piece of shit. What benefits are you getting that you would be willing to betray your country for?
Wealth, status, influence, and women. I can get everything I ever wanted. The cost is just to betray my country. Is there any deal better than this?
Damn it.
I get it. Yesterday night at the casino, you hit Calvin numerous times. While I was questioning him. It seemed as if you were furious, but it was actually a reminder for him to watch his words in case he might give it away. And implicate you as well.
Queen Layla, you are truly wise. I can't stop myself from giving you a thumbs up. However, it is too late for you.
They used the casino to frame Calvin and bring him into the group. Later, they used Calvin to get you involved, right?
You're wrong. I knew Mr. Dawson long ago. I was the one who planned the casino incident. I let Calvin into this scheme so that he could be my shield. Just like what happened today. Although our scheme got found out, I could still stay out of it.
What a coward!
What do you know? I'm the head of the Lind family. Only if I'm safe, then the Lind family will be as well. If it is my son's responsibility to take the shot for me.
But you put him in harm's way.
Your Majesty, don't worry. Nothing will happen to my son. Mr. Dawson had sent people to save him.
Mr. Lin! Mr. Lin! Mr. Dawson and Mr. Lin Sr. sent me to save you. Come with me!
Finally! I knew that my father and Mr. Dawson wouldn't just leave me to die.
While you were outside, drinking water, I received news that my son had been brought out of jail 10 minutes ago. He should be on his way home now.
You may have men in Sage City Prison?
Of course. The entire South belongs to our territory. Even though you may be strong, you have no choice but to serve us obediently once you're in the South.
Even if Calvin escaped from prison, Dante definitely wouldn't let him go.
As long as your majesty is in our hands, the Seradel Palace will belong to us sooner or later. Why should we be afraid of the governor of Sage City?
This is the ambush you had set up in advance? Where's Michael? I'm afraid that counting on these few men can't do much to me.
Your Majesty, don't be so impatient. Once we have you captured alive, we will bring you to meet Mr. Kane. Attack!
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Mr. Dawson, do you have other strong fighters?
They will be enough.
But 4 men were defeated on the first round. Can the rest of them really capture Layla alive?
Mr. Lin Sr., don't be anxious. They are the most loyal fighters in the Waijin tribe. I believe they will complete the task perfectly.
Your Majesty, are you alright?
I'm fine. Just see you.
Your Majesty, I bet you didn't expect that.
Turns out you're the spy planning next to Mia.
That's right, I am. As Mr. Lin Sr. has said earlier, you're sharp-witted. It's a pity that it's too late. Being genius in hindsight doesn't bond well for you.
Your Majesty, listen to me. Don't waste your strength. Now you are unable to use your internal energy.
The water you gave me was poisoned.
Mr. Kane gave me strychnine, which he had specially prepared for you. It has no odor or color, but it restricts one's internal energy. Despite how strong you are, you will end up a weakling. Mr. Dawson, my mission is done.
This...
Mr. Lin Sr., how about it? Aren't you surprised?
What's going on?
I've said it before that the entire South is our territory. We have people in every job and industry. Mia controls the army in the South. Naturally, we have to plant our spies around her. Mr. Lin Sr., this is Mia's Vice General Jesse, otherwise known as Miss Cade.
Greetings.
Vice General Miss Yale. I never thought that Mr. Kane had so much power. He could even bribe the closest confidants of Miss Yale.
We didn't bribe her, we're partners. Miss Cade is a brave and ambitious woman. The position of Vice General does not suit her abilities. It is the wiser choice for her to work. Each takes what one needs.
Thank you for your compliment.
Very good. That's great! Now that we've captured Layla alive, there's no need to worry about Seradel Palace. It seems the future of Ravine Group will soar to greater heights. Your Majesty, were you so arrogant yesterday? You barged into my casino and broke 2 of my son's fingers. You even threatened to take my son's life and end the Lin's family line. Why aren't you being arrogant now? Today I will break all 10 of your fingers to avenge my son!
Mr. Lin Sr. You can't.
Mr. Dawson, she hurt my son. It isn't too much for me to injure her, right?
She is Mr. Kane's prey. Only Mr. Kane has the right to deal with her. Mr. Kane ordered me to capture her alive. I'm going to bring her to meet Mr. Kane right now.
But
her being alive is valuable for us to gain control over Seradel Palace. Your son is not as important as her. Do you understand?
Jesse, you condemned Frank earlier for colluding with the bandits and betraying our country. Why would you stoop so low as to work with these traitors?
I don't have to explain myself to you.
Miss Cade, Mr. Kane is very pleased with your performance. He has allowed you to accompany me in escorting Queen Layla to meet him. Mr. Kane mentioned that he will personally reward you for your loyalty and bravery.
Thank you, Mr. Dawson.
Tie her up. Let's go. Get her inside the car. Mr. Lin Sr., you can now drive Miss Cade's car home and reunite with your son.
Yes, sir.
Here, put it down.
What's this?
Forgive us, Miss Cade. This is an order from Mr. Kane. Anyone meeting him for the first time has to be blindfolded.
Are you afraid that I'll leak Mr. Kane's identity?
It's better to be safe than sorry. Mr. Kane is Wajin tribe's most important figure. The only reason he could reign over the South is due to his cautiousness.
Fine. I'll do it.
Smart girl. Your last trial is to meet Mr. Kane. If you can gain Mr. Kane's approval, you'll be set for life.
Calvin, have you Reached home yet?
My apologies, Mr. Lin Sr., but I'm afraid your son will never make it home. Mr. Lin Sr., get out of the car.
Mr. Scott, why are you here?
Were you surprised, Mr. Lind? Don't be. I'm sure you know what you've done.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your son, Calvin, escaped prison.
Idiot! That ungrateful idiot! Don't worry, Mr. Scott. I will do whatever it takes to capture that stupid son of mine.
Didn't your son manage to escape because you pulled some strings behind the scenes?
Why would you say that, Mr. Scott? My son betrayed the country, and he deserves to die. Even if you were to kill him, he had it coming. Why would I risk my entire family for him?
Really now?
You can have someone look into it.
Don't worry, Mr. Lind. I'll get to the bottom of this. By the way, there's something else. Your son was in cahoots with the warden and escaped that way, just as they escaped prison. They were caught red-handed.
You...
Hello, Mr. Linsonier. It's a success. I managed to get Mr. Lin out of prison. Don't worry, I'll bring him home now.
Calvin will be trialed for escaping prison. The warden is also being investigated. Are you satisfied with the results, Mr. Lin Sr.?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I've interrogated both Calvin and the warden before coming here. The warden said he was just following your orders, Mr. Lin Sr.
Nonsense!
Calvin said you knew about his deals with bandits. Also, you had some dealings with them too. So both you and your son had betrayed our country.
Revenge! This must be some revenge scheme. My foolish son must hate me for not helping him and wish to drag the rest of the Lin family to hell with him.
True. That's what I thought. A pity. They seem to have evidence.
Evidence? What evidence?
I came here personally to invite you to come with us to the station and review this evidence. While we're at it, we can see if they're legitimate. Take him away.
Let go. Wait. Mr. Scott, I have something to say.
Tell us when we get to the station.
Mr. Scott, I have to report. In exchange, set me free. Miss Yell has a bandit spy with her.
Wait. What did you say?
Miss Yell has a bandit spy planted with her.
Who is it?
Well, Mr. Scott, I'll tell you everything I know. However, you need to let me go after this.
So, you're admitting to dealing with the bandits?
I admit it. So I wish to pay for my crimes. All I ask is to be set free.
That depends on how valuable your reports are.
This involves Seradel Palace's newfound queen, Queen Layla. It's definitely valuable. My life, for Queen Layla's, it's not a bad deal.
If what you say turns out to be true, then I promise that I will set you free.
I trust your promise, Mr. Scott.
Speak. Who is it?
Miss Yale's vice general, a woman called Jessie Cade, was seen following Layla into an abandoned warehouse. Then, she suddenly stabbed Layla, gravely injuring her. Now, she has been taken away by Leo Dawson.
What?
Our successor. This time, it's all thanks to Miss Kade. Otherwise, we'll be doomed for sure.
Go! Apprehend all of them!
Miss Yale, we've searched everywhere, but there were no signs of Mrs. Moore or Leo.
What exactly happened here? Mr. Scott, how's it going with you?
I captured Calvin, as the Queen had ordered, and got Frank under control. To save his own life, Frank gave us an important clue. He said, your vice general, Jessie, is a bandit spy.
What? Repeat yourself.
Jessie is the spy. She attacked the Queen in the warehouse, gravely injuring the Queen, resulting in the Queen's capture. Leo should be bringing the Queen to Michael as we speak.
Bastard!
What is it, Miss Yale?
Layla is in danger. Come with me to chase the asshole Leo down.
Okay. Miss Yale, what about the bandits?
They sneaked in here, hoping to bring our country down. Sentence them to death. Kill them. Leave no one alive.
Mr. Kane, I have brought Queen Layla and Miss Kane here as you ordered.
Mr. Dawson, you did well.
Greetings, Mr. Kane.
Miss Kade, this is all thanks to you.
Miss Kate, this is the leader of Ravine Group, Mr. Samuel Rook.
Hello, Mr. Rook.
No need for formalities, Miss Cade. The assassination of Seradel Palace's previous queen was all thanks to your tip-off. This time, Queen Layla's successful kidnapping is also thanks to you. Mr. Kane is right. It's all thanks to you. You're our pride.
You jest, Mr. Rook. It is my honor to make Mr. Kane proud.
Miss Cade, you've proven your loyalty to Mr. Kane. Starting today, you are one of our most valuable soldiers.
I'll do my best not to let you, Mr. Kane and Mr. Rook, down.
Jessie! Were you the one behind the assassination?
Of course.
Betraying your army, your teacher, your country, and even killing your people. You deserve a fate worse than death.
You're right, Queen Layla. I deserve to die. It's a pity that you are our prisoner now. Mr. Kane gets to decide your fate. I'm afraid you won't see karma getting you.
Miss Kate is right. Those who suit their actions to the time are wise. And Miss Kate is the wise one here. The kidnapping of Queen Layla is because we hope that you will join hands with us and return to the right path. If we join hands with Ravine Group and Seradel Palace working with each other, nothing can stand in our way.
Work with you? You don't deserve it.
Don't you hurry to reject us, Queen Layla. I have my ways to make you obey. This bottle consists of Bandit's secret poison. Come, friend. I'm sure you heard about it, Queen Layla. Your daughter was poisoned by this. Without our antidote, your daughter will die in 2 days. Her organs will burn, and her body will start to rot.
Where's the antidote?
The second bottle contains the antidote. As long as you agree to join hands and listen to our orders, I will send people to Redfield to deliver the antidote.
Are you threatening me?
The third bottle contains drunk drink. If you consume this, you'll feel hot all over and lose yourself. My queen, do you want to try it? If you take this, I promise I can make you mine and have you bending to my will within 3 days.
Jerk! Shameless!
You can't sweat the details to achieve good things. You have 2 choices, Queen Layla. You can either work with me and get the antidote, or you can try. Take the drunk drink and become mine.
I told you, I wouldn't use my daughter in a deal or betray my country. If anything happens to Clara, I will personally have your head.
It seems that the queen is still unaware of the situation she's in. You're asking for it.
You're the one in trouble. You can call Calvin or even Frank now. Go and ask if Calvin made it out of jail or if Frank made it home safely.
What?
Since yesterday, I knew that Frank was working for you. I didn't expose him because I wanted you to set up an ambush at the abandoned warehouse and lure out the sly fox Michael.
Miss Cade told us everything. You want to turn this around? What a pity. Even though you saw through Frank, you couldn't see through Jessie's lies.
What if I told you I saw through her lies too?
Impossible. That's impossible. If you saw through her lies, why would you take up her offer? You were drugged, and the ambush was a success.
She's gravely injured and lost her abilities. She's just lying through her teeth. To stall some time for the rescue team.
Lost my abilities? Do you truly believe I had that drink?
But I saw you drink it with my own eyes. How?
Yes, I saw it too.
It was an illusion. How else was I supposed to lure you in? I knew Jessie was a spy and told her the plan just so you would get blinded by your arrogance and lose your cool.
You sly woman.
Mr. Kane, calm down. In order to be taken away by us, she allowed me to stab her. Even if she didn't take the drink, she couldn't fake being stabbed. You're a one-man army, and you're injured too. How do you plan to fight us?
Yes, Miss Cade is right. This is our territory. You've walked into the lion's den.
Samuel, you're the best fighter around then. The leader of the ninja squad. I'll leave the sly woman to you.
Yes. I heard Queen Layla was a most formidable foe. Allow me to test if your punches are harder or if my sword is quicker.
I'm afraid not.
What?
Get him!
Miss Cade, you...
The top fighter in Ravine Group seems to be a flunk. Back when you received my tip-off, you were the one who led the ninja squad and ambushed Master, pushing them off the cliff. You even stabbed them. Now, I'm returning the favor.
You're here for revenge!
Yes. You bandits caused chaos in the south. You deserve death.
You're a spy. A spy from Seradel Palace.
To gain your trust and sniff out your hideout, I told Master about you, reaching out and trying to win me over. Master's life was at risk, and I acted as bait, becoming a spy for you bandits.
So, you didn't put Streichstein in a trick.
Of course.
Michael is a cautious one and wasn't at the warehouse. So Jessie heed my orders to stab and betray me. This is how I turn the tables. You poor idiots thought you won and got happy over nothing.
Baka! Baka! You're a bunch of cowards!
You have no right to say that!
Kill them! Kill them all!
Back up. Leave this to me. Go after Michael. Don't let him escape.
Okay.
Mia Yale!
Get him! Miss Yale! You traitor! Get her too!
Wait!
Layla? Layla, are you okay?
I'm fine. Jesse isn't a traitor. That's what happened. Jessie only joined Ravine Group under Master's orders. She told me everything when I arrived at Sage City.
Really? I wouldn't lie. If it was an order from Master, why did you keep it from me?
This was Master's. Mia, Master knows us well. You are a prodigy general, but you're not a good actor. Michael is a sly fox and is always shifting around. If you had known Master's plan and messed it up, I would have put Jesse at risk. Jesse could only pass Michael's traits if you were kept in the dark.
So you're saying I'm all brawn and no brains?
That's not what I meant. You're only half right. It's true that you're not the brightest, but you're brawn. I'm sure you know what I mean.
Master!
I'm different from you. I don't like violence. Master knew I could keep my cool, which was why she reminded you to make me Queen of Seradel Palace, while you headed to Redville and brought me out, completing Master's final plan.
Damn it! You sly women!
Fuck. Shut up! Shut the hell up! Stupid jerk! Idiot! Idiot! Master planned everything, from behind the scenes. Does that mean falling off the cliff was part of the plan too?
Yes.
Where's Master now?
I don't know. Master said Layla went into hiding and had been resting for 3 years.
That's long enough.
Master is old and tired. So now it's her turn to rest.
She said not to look for her. We did destroy their hideout and capture Michael.
Master caught wind that Michael has a list of bandit members and spies. That was why she planned this. She risked herself and helped us capture Michael.
A name list? Where is it?
You won't get it.
Shut up if you don't want to talk. Go and search this place. I don't care if you have to turn this place inside out.
Yes!
I found it.
Layla.
There are 872 names here, aside from the rich folks from the south. The rest are rich folks from other cities. The bandits' influence is greater than we imagined.
Damn it. Those traitors. Bastards. We won't let them off.
Mia, I'll leave the Ravine group and spies to you. I need to go to Redville to save Clara.
Okay, don't worry, Layla. Leave this to me.
Dr. Hunt, how's her condition?
Don't worry, Ms. Moore. The antidote is real. Miss Clara will wake up soon.
That's great. Thank you, Dr. Hunt.
No, Ms. Moore. You're the country's hero. I don't deserve your thanks. Since Clara is fine now, I'll be taking my leave.
Okay. Take care, Dr. Hunt.
I will.
Master, you're finally back.
Layla, as expected, of the areas I chose, you've done well. I'm glad I left Seradel Palace in your hands. I feel at ease now.
Won't you return, Master?
I'm sure you know. Clara's dad died in the war. Back then, and I also sustained heavy injuries. I have been healing myself for the past 3 years, but it's not enough.
But
Maybe in a few months or a few years. I don't have much time left. Don't tell me I'm the others, and let me go with pride.
Where are you? I have Dr. Hunt. I'll bring him to you.
No need. I have one foot in the grave. Dr. Hunt won't be able to help. I know. The death of Clara's dad hit you hard. And you grew tired of violence. That's why you don't want to take over. Still, I need you to know, we are responsible for our country. You shouldn't waste your abilities. It's your duty and responsibility to protect the country.
Don't worry, Master. With me around, I won't let anyone disturb our country's peace.
So, you agreed to take over Seradel Palace?
I agree.
No regrets?
It's my honor to die. For my country.
Mom.